to be a president, the Constitution says you must be mentally and physically fit. In America, the President Joe Biden was actually asked not to participate in elections on account of his age, 79. When you have an 80-year-old president who keeps making erratic decisions, Mr. Speaker, I want to implore this parliament that we subject our president to, now that he's 80, to periodical mental and physical test, because that's a requirement of the Constitution. You can see her, but the Constitution says so. As a
order, Dr. Roki.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I have listened to my senior colleague, Honorable Semuji, who happens to be the MP in an area where I live. He is trying to insinuate that an elderly person at 80 years cannot steer this country, cannot reason. Now, Right Honorable Speaker, if America is saying people at 80 should be subjected to other medical tests, but our president has not shown any sign of failing. He has not shown any sign of failing to discharge his duties. So, is Honorable Semuju in order to insinuate that our president, who is experienced to lead this country, is he in order to insinuate that our president cannot lead this country? Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I am saying this in good faith because the makers of this Constitution had actually put an article that at 75 you can't be a president. I was not in the CA. And the president himself, you know, before he came here, I was a journalist. When we interviewed him, he said at 75 you are tired. Someone who doesn't even remember that there is no governor for the central bank. We need, and I'm just doing this in good faith, even for his health.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable Ibrahim Semuju, for yielding the floor. From a medical standpoint, we have two types of aging. There is what we call chronological aging, which is a measure of a number of years, and what we call physiological aging, whereby you have seen people who are 60, but they are finished. So they are chronologically young, but biologically aged. And I want to speak as a medical professional that President Yoweri Museveni may have chronologically clocked 80 years, but he is biologically young. And yes, and the spirit and letter of the Constitution is that it is the voters, if he presents himself or any other aged person, it is up to the voters to assess whether you are energetic to lead them or not. Indeed, I know the Honorable Semuju is a Muslim, but I just want to quote from the Christian Bible. If you read in the book of Job, chapter 12, verse 12, it says, wisdom belongs to the aged, and understanding to the old. That's what the Bible says. So there is no problem with the age of President Yoweri Museveni. In any case, physiologically is very sound and able to lead. And indeed, there are many leaders who are above 80 in many countries. We can give you many examples. So, don't be worried. Do not be worried. If he offers himself, it is up to the voters. That's what the Constitution of Uganda says.
So, Honorable Semuju, to conclude. I want us to conclude.
I want to thank the Minister for information. he actually only confirms that we need to do a test. That was his submission, to establish whether chronologically or... So we need to do a test. But Mr. Speaker, I am saying this, I want to repeat in good faith. You know, when presidents age, you saw what happened to Zimbabwe. Even family members begin taking national decisions. You saw Grace Mugabe.
Procedure.
These days you have seen the president, his son.
Honorable Semuju, procedure.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. I'm raising under Rule 79. A member has been advised and even a quotation has been read to him from the Holy Book. But he has continuously engaged us and derailed us in repetitions.
Okay.
Which are actually not adding any value, Right Honourable Speaker and colleagues. Through you, Right Honourable Speaker, under this rule, I would like to move that the member no longer be heard. Thank you.
Honorable colleagues, we run this house on flexibility, okay? But let us not also overstretch that flexibility. Honorable, conclude. You are concluding. Conclude. Conclude.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have never seen young people who want to be read by old people. And they take pride in it.
But now, Honorable, I told you to conclude you're opening doors.
Therefore, Mr. Speaker, since you are one of those who are approached to contribute cows and banana, I know you have more access than any member of this parliament. Kindly, on our behalf, make an amendment to do a simple thing. Just test if the president is mentally and physically okay.
Thank you.
For your wonderful and very wonderful communication today, which includes the birth of President Yoweri Museveni, the birthday of President Yoweri Museveni. Mr. Speaker, together with the people of Busia, we join the rest of the country. And two, I want to appreciate all the statements that were made on that day. Although my friend Honorable Kurumira is not agreeing that it is very worth it to celebrate the life of a president, moreover a honest president. We have President Arap Moi who died without us knowing his age. But he's a president who declared that he's 80 years. And Mr. Speaker, at the same time, in Busia culture, and we have a proverb saying that if you steal in the basket of an old man is a curse. When Honorable Chirumira was complaining, I remembered the words of our president when he said that at the age of 75, these people of Nupu Solo, he's 1 million votes. I don't know what really Kudelopu is thinking. Because if you steal from an old man of 75 years, you cannot wish him a good birthday. But as a country, we must agree that President Museveni is a gift to this country because of the stability and the peace he has brought in this country. And I think, and the development majorly, with what I've witnessed in Busia municipality, I believe he is still strong enough because we have seen younger people, although they have grown in the cities, in the ghettos, doing more mistakes than the elder. Thank you, Mr.
Honorable Rabshija.
Right, Honorable Speaker. Mine is a matter of national importance.
Okay. Honorable Hunda.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I would advise all the younger and middle-aged MPs to learn from President Museveni. How can you live up to 80 years and you are still fit? I think he's a role model for us to learn from. Right Honorable Speaker, I was very disturbed when we lost our two generals.
Now, honorable colleagues, I think when this parliament sat down and resolved, whether you agreed with the resolution or not, but you resolved that you don't want to limit the age of anyone leading this country. You knew even people of 100 years will present themselves as president. You know, we are the ones who resolved it, so we can't run away from it. Yeah, so President Museveni, we are the ones who allowed him. Let Ugandans either accept or reject him. We leave it. I think the best test for him to know whether he's very okay will be done by Ugandans. Parliament, we don't have any power to do a test on an individual. Yes, Honorable Macho.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank God. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank God.
You know, colleagues, you know, I told you some time back that issues of Honorable Semju and His Excellency Museveni are like issues of generals. They usually sort themselves. Yeah? But Honorable Semju has referred to the Constitution. The Constitution, I don't know whether it goes to give the parameters of requiring you to subject someone to test and all that. I don't know whether it's proposing we amend the law, we subject them to the test, you know. But the man is doing very well.